October 21st, the Connection Show will be coming to Edmonton featuring psychic medium Laura Laforce. The show will also feature the Aboriginal group Young Medicine and a healing demonstration with Eagle Healer Sherry Hool. Now with us this afternoon is psychic medium Miss Laura Laforce. Welcome to our studios.
Hi.
First of all, Laura, what exactly is a psychic medium?
A psychic medium, that's two very different qualifications. Psychic is where I see future events before they happen. Say somebody's going to have a baby, somebody's going to die, somebody's coming into work, good things are happening, love life, whole 9 yards like that. Sometimes I'll see crime before it comes down, before it happens, up to a year and a half in advance. Sometimes it's political. I can see who our next leader is going to be.
Can you see that now?
Oh, yeah.
Are we going to be happy?
I don't know. Are we ever happy?
Not with politicians.
No, I'm not big on politics. But I can remember being as young as 6 years old, seeing who's going to win. And I wasn't into politics at all. It was just the face of the person. But I do see us having Trudeau as our leader.
Really?
And I do see him being good to us.
Let's talk about when you first found out you had this ability. You were just a young girl.
Yes, I was. I didn't know what it was for many years, though. At 8 years old, I knew my best friend was going to die, and I told her not to go on holidays. And she, when you're 8, you can't stop things from happening. And sure enough, she was gone a week later on holidays, and she was dead within that week. So that was hard. But then I'd seen good things, too, like neighborhood babies coming in before the mothers were pregnant. And I used to get in trouble for talking about that sort of thing. Oh, so-and-so's having a baby. And, oops, so-and-so had an accident, and, That's not typical child stuff.
You're known for relaying messages from loved ones on the other side and telling of the future. Now, when you first found out you had that ability, did you think you were maybe off a little bit?
Oh, no.
No?
No, there was a time that I really wanted it to stop. There was a time that I didn't embrace it. There was a time that I really didn't want to know things at all because, I knew my grandfather was going to go, and he had an accidental death at the age of 61. And that was 10 days prior to his actual death. And then I could see him coming back to me afterwards. And I didn't want any of this stuff going on. You got to think you're a kid. This isn't normal. This shouldn't be happening. It's not happening to anybody else, It was that sort of thing for me.
One thing that I'd say, when you first found out that you were coming on the show, I got excited because I really want you to do a demonstration with myself and Arlie Sweaty, who joins us this afternoon. Very excited for you to do that. So if you're up for that.
Okay, I am absolutely up for that.
You ready, Arlies?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Be nice, though. Be nice.
Be nice? Nothing that...
I'm an angel.
That's not what
Keep that in mind.
It's not what we were talking about before the show.
We were discussing that, weren't we?
Yeah, because you could, that is part of your gift, is that you were able to see something.
Hey, what did she say, first of all? Oh, you're
a dirty one.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe we should...
sexual fantasies that don't go
And that happened to come up as soon as I walked into the room, so I was like,
let's kibosh this interview.
Oh, no, we should go further. Actually, at the show, what I do is I have my single ladies that I allow up on stage. And I match-make my single ladies, but we also have something that I would call a naughty chair, and I'm not going to say where it is.
A naughty chair?
Oh, yeah. We publicly iron out love issues and love lives, so it's not just talking to the dead. I get all these
Don't get me fired today, Laura.
Well, you know well enough to behave yourself, right?
I do.
I don't see you having any fantasies over the boss.
I would talk to HR about that because they're pretty aware of all the problems Jeremy and I have at work here. I have with Jeremy.
All right.
It's all good, right? You mean we need to stop that part?
Yes, let's move on.
Oh, please.
Okay, so let's do a live demonstration.
Okay, live demonstration around you. I do have a male that's passed on. Okay. He was a little bit stubborn in his days. I'm not sure if you recall that or not. Because I get grandfather, okay, associated to you. Okay, strong guy, but not a lot of words, very stubborn. You remember him that way?
That's my grandpa, yeah.
And it's just, I get him in a way that he'd hit things if he was making a point. Do you remember that?
Yes, he would.
You must have just, what I'm getting from him is you drove him crazy sometimes that you just wanted to stop.
That's true,
He was using another word like S-H-U-T-U-P.
A couple times, yes, he has.
And had another name he used to call you as well, too.
Yeah, we'll move on from that.
Oh, do we have to?
No, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
What was the name?
Okay. What I'm getting is, you have the first that I spelt,
right?
But it was you were a blank disturber sometimes to him.
I was. I'll be honest, I was.
Okay.
He didn't know his past, right?
He didn't know my past?
No, Arlise doesn't
I know,
know.
I
you.
don't.
she
So that's
doesn't.
news to me. This is this is beautiful.
Yeah, but you're still good, right?
I try to be.
You try to be. Love life has been a little bit frustrating for you.
Yes.
Okay. Arlise is off the block, though.
No, me and Arlise are just good friends.
Yeah, that's all it's going to be, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So at least you know where that is. But I do see a relationship around you that's ended. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's hurtful to you because you didn't want it that way.
That's right.
You gave everything to this relationship.
I did.
And you're still hurting from that.
I am.
Time to pull up your socks.
Move on.
Move on, please. Just no more. And I know it's easier said than done, right?
Yes. You're about 98% on all what you said.
Where's the 2% that's left over? You don't have to answer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like
but
the
about
thing
my
you-
grandfather, though, I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Okay.
Very accurate.
Okay.
So he did pass on about 15 years ago.
Okay.
So
That would make sense then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, which is really good. But like I said, he's not earthbound. He is on the other side, but he wants to drop by. He is proud of you.
cool.
Turned out relatively well.
Don't make me cry. But thank
Hey,
you.
we got Kleenex, right? Use my jacket. I don't know.
Now, I don't mean to disrupt you there. Can you actually talk to them, or do they
Yeah.
talk to you, or?
So sometimes I talk too much.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing like trying to go to bed at night and somebody's by your bedside wanting something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, not right now, I'm going to sleep. Or they'll stand there and stare instead of saying something. What's this about? You know, what do you guys need?
When you are in communication with spirit, is it a very clear communication? Is it conversation back and forth? Or is it a lot of different signs that you interpret?
Often it's more symbolism than it is back and forth conversation. You do get the conversation, but it's rare. It's the symbols that are free flowing. It's seeing the faces that are free flowing. It's a telepathy that's free flowing. To have the conversational, yes, that happens. To have the phrases and stuff, yes, that happens. But also sometimes when I've got my eyes closed, I get a screen, like a movie screen. And words are written on there, situations are shown, little videos are shown. So it's like going into an instant meditation to be able to go into the next dimension to communicate. So it's really quite exciting.
When you started my reading, that was pretty fast.
Yeah.
I mean, was there a roar around me, or how?
Was that too fast for you?
It was.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
be honest.
sorry.
No, I mean that was great, but that
just
was
the way I
fast.
am.
Like it was a strong reading.
That's the way I am, though. I remember one time my producer at Global had sat some people in the front of my first TV show that I didn't know. And I wasn't allowed to leave the stage, so I decided to work with the people closest to the stage and did all of them bang on. At the end of the show, he says, don't put your plants at the front of the audience. And I says, you know what? You place them there. I don't even know them.
Wow.
He was shocked, right? He just thought it was everybody at the front, got, and, But that's not the way I do my live shows. At the live shows, I go through my audience. So I've even known to go as far as the back seat and find somebody that where their loved one has something to say.
Is that because they are next in line in regards to their hands up, or is it because that spirit is coming to you and you need to communicate with that person?
That spirit is standing right beside that person, hollering fairly loud usually at that point. You got to think, you've got 200 people in your audience, sometimes 300, sometimes 400. Then you multiply the dead by 5 or 6?
Yeah.
So you've got a pretty full house. So it's the louder dead ones that are really eager.
Do we have guardian angels around us?
We do have spirit guides around us, and we do have angels. We've had quite a lot of angel experience as of late. TJ and I, when we've been out in public places, it's been quite phenomenal. So yes, there are guardian angels, but there's also angels that help us with other things. I can remember being in the middle of Save on Food this summer, had surgery, wasn't feeling too hot. TJ, my husband, had gone into zone mode at the store, and I just didn't feel well enough. And I says, God, send me a mom to help me.
Wow.
Sure enough, 8 minutes later, there was a mother helping, and she actually gave us $100. I didn't ask for financial help.
Wow. Now, with those guardian angels that you speak of, are they somebody that was at one point very close to us,
No.
or could they be anybody?
No, they are angels.
Yeah.
They can take the form of a human. They can also take the form of an orb. I've seen as many as thousands of angels together at once in orb form. But when they're in human form, they talk to us, they address us, they help us out of situations, they guide us. And our loved ones are not angels. Yes, they help us, they try to do things for us, but they're not angels. They were of human and soul life, so you can't mix the two together. It just doesn't happen.
Wow.
Laura Laforce, psychic medium on the show with us. Her show, Connection Show, is October 21st in Edmonton. Now, do you want to do a reading on Arlise?
I wanted to go there because that was going to be...
Make her cry.
You think we should make you cry?
I cry almost every day. So
She does.
all day, every
because
day.
I'm getting instant crier.
Here we go.
Not that that's part of your reading, but I get a lot of loved ones around you that have passed. Okay, I get a female around you that's very close to you, and it was hard for her to go. And I get her death as being very tragic for her. It's not a day that doesn't come by when she isn't in your energy. Moves things in your house too. You knew that was her, didn't you?
A lot.
Yeah, leaves you messages to the point that you feel, okay, I can't see her, but sometimes you can see the silhouette of her, is what I'm getting. You know what a silhouette is, right?
Yeah.
You've seen that a couple of times lately. So what you need to do when you're seeing her silhouette is ask her to turn around and look at you, ask her to make her eyes available to you. You can see her eyes. You can reach out and hug her. You can receive a hug from her. All of this is possible. I've had these types of things happen at my show. So that part's quite interesting, but she wanted you to know that she's always there with you. That she's behind you 100% in what you do. She knows sometimes that things aren't the easiest for you, that you still have a lot of challenges out there. To you, you've never really felt there's certain things you're so passionate about, but you don't feel that things have come full circle your way yet. There's still something that's missing that you're waiting for. And
100%, yes.
You understand exactly what that is, right?
Mm.
And I get your path is changing because of this.
100%. And who you're speaking of is actually my mother. So
Yeah, your mom. And she's got such a golden flair to her aura. Like she comes through pure gold is how she comes through. And with her death being tragic, that wasn't what you needed. But she's never stopped coming around you. Yes, she is on the other side. Yes, they can be two places at one time. So this is quite neat. Now, there's also a male on your family as well, too, that's also passed here. And what I pick up is, I pick him up more distant to you. I don't know if he's a cousin or an uncle. I'm not sure where to classify him. But his death was rather untimely. He kind of hangs around causing some issues sometimes for everybody. You knew that already, though. That's not a big surprise. You just needed that confirmation, didn't you?
I needed that confirmation just now to figure out who it was that you're referring to. I had an uncle who passed away at 21, and I was a young girl, but I always wonder about him.
Okay.
Always think about him.
Because I'm getting him amongst us still. Like, I don't want you to be disturbed by that. It's not a matter of saying, go to the light, you're dead. It's not like that. It's a matter of him being ready to say, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move to the next channel. I'm ready to go to heaven.
Wow.
That's his own choice. But in the meanwhile, there's things that he didn't finish doing that he wasn't okay with, and his death was tragic too.
Wow.
And he marks that as unfair.
Wow.
And I'm sure you understand where that comes from, right?
100%.
Okay. Now with you, family's big to you.
Yeah.
You're still trying to create family too. And I see you inviting other people into your lives, forming these positive, happy relationships, family relationships, but not everybody's related to you.
Mm-hmm.
You're making your own, and that's good too. Love life I see as being interesting. Okay?
It's definitely been interesting.
A lot of challenges up ahead is what I'm seeing.
Okay.
That's not necessarily bad because there's a lot of pink behind it, a lot of love. That part's good. Sorry, that doesn't include you though, right?
No.
No.
Well, unfortunately.
Well, you have your own
Sorry,
coming
Jen.
in too, right?
All right. Well, let's get back to this. No, tell me more about this.
I think everyone's loving this.
Okay.
But Arlise, is she pretty bang on right now?
I wouldn't even just give her a 98%. Jeremy, no offense. It's everything you've said, 100%. And I wish I could jump into that, delve into that to let the listeners truly understand how spot on she is. But I don't want to get too detailed with my personal life, so I'm going to pass on that.
Sure?
No, I want to hear more about it.
We gotta have our lease hours.
All right. Well, we got to move on, ladies. But wow, that's I don't know how to go on from there. That's pretty deep stuff, especially Arlise, myself, and
Yeah.
That's pretty bang on. I'll be
So
honest
this
with
is
you.
really what people can expect on October 21st
Right.
at the big show.
Oh, a lot of fun. And we have Young Medicine coming out, an award-winning musician.
Love their
couple,
music, yeah.
And dancing. And Sherry's coming on, and she's going to actually perform a live healing. Last show, people had seen the work being done, and somebody went up to her, "What did you do to that lady?" And it was all part of the healing process.
What is Eagle Healing?
Eagle Healing is, Sherry is the owner of Eagle Healing. She is the only person there that does the healing. She is naturally born gifted. She's done some work on me as well, too, in the past after I've had surgeries or other conditions that were going on. And she's able to really bring you into a healing immediately. At one point, my spine was really curved and stuff like that, causing me a lot of pain. And she was able to, just with energy, make the spine go straight. I had other treatments done, too, but she was a big part of the pain relief, being able to help me that way. So we will be picking one volunteer at the show to have a healing session with her on stage, live, in front of everybody.
Wow. Now, is that a random choice, or is that based on hearing people's stories and you choosing?
Oh, no. No, the three of us, me and Sherry and Jamie from Young Medicine, we turn our backs and we see the same number. We turn around and it's the person in that row, that seat over there.
Wow.
That's
So
cool.
right now that person's unselected. Geez, if you're coming to the show, it could happen for you, right?
Wow.
All right, again, Connection Show coming to Edmonton October 21st at the Best Western on Stony Plain Road, 18035. The lovely Miss Laura Laforce, bang on with her reading on me with our Elise Whitney. And could it be your turn? How can folks get tickets for the show?
They need to go to lauralaforce.com and purchase tickets online, or they can go to our 1-800 number, 1-855-77... I forgot.
1-855-330-7800.
See, it's a new number and it's not dead. It's a living person's issue.
right.
I was just going to call my husband and show host for help here. I was going to say, TJ, save me. I don't know the numbers.
Laura, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. I really enjoyed spending time with you guys.